Wow, I just did a video and lost. Anyways, this is what I want to say. Finland, something in Finland. Fin, land, line. Landline. Finland, landline, finish line. Landline. A landline means a line to another part of the world. Finland means 5. You see the square? You put a point on the front, you open up the point in the back, and you thrust. You close the point in the back, you open up the point in your back, and you thrust. And these two, make sure that you don't turn around. If you put these two up and you hang yourself up in the world and you spin around, the energy from the outside, you'll make yourself into some sort of a disc, so you'll spin all the time. They'll call that earth time. So we'll spin us in time. We'll take the spinning of the time. But it'll work on the outside world that will generate and then regenerate to the inside world. Do you understand what I mean? It goes round and round. You see going round and round, but what's inside ain't going nowhere at all. Look what happened to my pig. She fell apart. She burnt. Somehow my candle fell on top of something else and it just started a whole big fire. And you know what's funny about that? There's a wire right above me where the wire was connected. But irrelevant to the fact, this is the flag of Finland. When the flag is blowing, she's up this way. When the flag is not, she's down. She's curled all the way downward. This point, okay, this bottom right-hand point would go right here. And whatever would be on that flag would leak right down to this point. Finland, finish line. The finish line because the ball is on the top. Is it the North Pole? Well, guess what? It's the North Pole of the North Pole that it's supposed to be of, whatever it is in Finland. ND, second and last. Why is he second and last? Because he's first and third. The line, the end of the line. We talked about this already, the way this can go two ways. It opens its mouth and it thrusts. She closes her mouth and she pokes her way through the river. She opens her mouth, she shuts her mouth. She shuts her mouth, she opens her mouth. And these two keep her going steady. What is it? It's the square. It's the square 2 points missing from the football field to make it your side and my side. How did we make your side and my side? I'm assuming we started with a head and a tail. We only ended up with one end because the end zone cut the rest off. So we're missing the rest of our tail, maybe playing only with our fins. If you understand what I mean, if you take a couple of these and put them together, this is what is going to create your football field. The same way we try to understand how our roulette table is built, what the size of each space is and why it is the way it is for a better understanding, the more we know, the more we can actually study into, studying the difference. The round, the oval, the pointless. Reasons for movement and restrictions. To bound to its own electricity. While she spins on the outside, she doesn't spin on the inside. My question isn't, as I said it in the last video, what's inside? I live in Quebec, and I'd like to know how they built those things up north. I don't know how they built them. Like, where did this stuff come from? Did they use from our country, from their country? And really, it didn't matter from which country it comes from anyways. What it really matters is the material that they used. Did they use the same material? Did they use other material? Who cares where it's from anymore? You're a friend, I'm a friend, he's a friend, we're all friends. The question is, what kind of material was used in the job? That's the way we should look about it. It's not you, me, or him. It's the job at hand. What are we taking care of? Well, let's take it best part. What happens if we don't take care of it? Well, somebody else will. What if nobody does? Well, if nobody does, nobody did. You'll only know after. The Meadowlands, Finland, landline. Sounds like the Matrix to me. I showed you this little thing here. Did I show you this yet? Hold on a second. Wow. Where is everything? Oh, here they are. Here's the cards. Okay. Can you see? I guess you got front seats. Front seats, everybody. Here's my hands. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. See that? Small bell. 2 big bells. You sure it's a big bell? Take a good look. What's this? You open it up. Looks like a muscle. There are 2 muscles. Look, what space are you in? You're trying to penetrate. That's the end of your, that's your mushroom. and you're trying to penetrate inside here. That's why it shows the hole in between your mushroom. So they put on 2 more cards, and they call it eye for an eye. Trying to keep this together, guys, girls, ladies. So now you see what we got, and at the same time, we still have that little spot in the center. That's where I think we live, right there. That's where we live. You see the spider web that it looks like when we're so close? See the 2 worlds, O and O? But our world is right there, right in that spot. Right in there is number 8. Wow, look at it. Huh? Look at the stars on the other side. Look at those stars. Can you see the stars on the other side? Oh my God, look at the stars. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. The lips of the world we live. What does it look like? So should we put more? See how we put more? It's very slow. It's very slow. Look at that nice S. Ah, look what we got now. What do we got? Looks like a W to me. Looks like 2 transfer points. We can transfer from here to here and here to here without going back here. Is that the way she works? Not quite sure. Let's keep on building. Hold it. You weren't ready for that, were you? Were you ready for that? Guess what? Now that made me feel really good. Really good. 2 things I think. That if we are being controlled, you got to smoke weed. Why? Because I don't know of any other measures. The other thing is, drink tea. Do I think decaffeinated? Try and screw yourself up a little bit like I did in my life, and go fast and go slow, and go fast and go slow, and then eventually they won't know which way you're going, and you'll pop out of one world, and you'll think you're flying like a kite. Oh, I found my piece. I'm alone. This is aubergine. It's purple, and they call it aubergine in French. Well, you have a computer, but I'd like to know myself. So this is what happens. We end up with this side and this side. Look like a teapot or something. What if I separated these? We're going to do this together because this is the first time for me. Let me move this a little bit forward. Let me move this forward. So why did I do it this way? Oh yeah, because the card on this side. Sorry if it takes long, but we're doing this together. We're doing this together. What if it was this way? No. What if it was this way? What if it was... I want to ask you a question. Who do you think it is? Who do you really think deep down is running this country? Was it the Indians? Was it the Indians? Is it the Indians? When I say Indian, it doesn't mean an Indian who's an Indian. It means the saying of an Indian term, who actually took over, who said they did not. Now, I have to put this one here, and I may have to put this one over this one. Oh yeah, that works just fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just excellent. Oh my God, this is better than I thought. This is much better. Better than I ever thought it would ever get to be. Shoot. So what does it look like now? Because this can go on and on. See the way the lines bring everything together? See the way the lines on the outside and they coincide on the inside? See the way the bells come out the same way? See the way you can actually see the point? You understand the mushrooms are the bell, the sex organs. Don't you see it? One into the next, from one sleeve to the next sleeve. And then it's a sleeve, number 11. And there's probably more ways to do it, and if you can see it, one side, one up, two down, one up. One down, two up, one down. Up, down, down, up, down. Now what happens when I turn them over? Doesn't matter which cards they are. Doesn't matter which cards they are. Let's see what happens. Wow, two pair without even trying. Then this one goes down below. A 3, a king, an ace, a 10. All we need is a jack. All we need is the NAV. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a 4. Oh my God, we have 4 spades. 4 spades. We need the NAV to beat the 2 pair. What do we turn over? What do you think it is? It's a 5. There's 3 diamonds, 2 clubs. So we have the king of clubs, okay, the queen of hearts and the king of clubs. Okay, now we have to look why they're here. This is what you call reading cards. You have to understand what she is. She's a club. What goes in her as a club comes out of her as a club. What goes to him as a flower turns into a flower. He becomes the flower child somehow. I do not know how it works. On one side he shows life. He shows the yellow line. On the other side is white, a blank. So we have to understand what this means. And if you see the 2, 4, 6 petals, and the 6 diamonds in between the 6 petals, stands for 2 worlds of 12. He's in and out in black. His yellow is the energy. He takes no sides. And his spots are yellow and blue. The 1 ball, the 2 ball, and pull. He supports on his hair. On one side, it's a D. It's a D. Then on his beard, it looks like an E. And then the other side, it looks like a B. It looks like D-E-B. B. D-E-B-E or D-E-E-B. So now which level do we take it? Do we take it on a B as in a K? Because K is like a B and T is like a B. But when you have a T, and why you have T? Because it's the 20th letter and it's the transmission. So when you have a T, that 0 of 20 automatically becomes 6 and or 8 and the spirit of 76 because they own you. 13 owns you. You're not 13. You turned 13 to become a man. You are now 14. With 1 and 2 makes you 16 because father and mother are with you. And the 2 of who you are, you become 18. You're all man. You're part of creation. You're a sea. You're a crustacean, a face of creation, which makes you 21. And since you are 21, you automatically become, and always were, the minute you become 9, you become 4, 13, right off the birth. because 4 owns every number into your 9 birth. 4 is on every single card, no matter where you look. Otherwise, it's a part of your creation. Here's your 10 on the outside is 4. Here's your 5 on the outside is 4. Here's your ace on the inside of the 4 is your totality of who owns 4. I am born of birth, and this is my world. This is who I am. I am not part of 3 because I'm 2 parts of 10. So I'm 2 parts of 3 and a 9 birth, which was the 3 parts of 3. I no longer have or need, but I have in rentation to bring me as A and I to go back for my rotation in my creation of 8. You see, the 9 birth has happened already. I reflect on 6, but 6 reflects on 1 and 3. 6 is 2, 2, and 2 of each part of each world. 1 and 3, which is 3 owning 1 part of 2, plus 2 is you is 5. In the 8 heaven is 13. In the 2 worlds of 8 is 21. Of the 1 man of 6 is 27, who's come in 3rd, IRD. TH for time heaven, for the time well spent. Time heaven is said with 4 and 7. Time heaven, 4 and 7, makes 11, and now we're ready for the game of craps. Shoot 11 on the first roll, obviously not 7 and 4, because 7 and 4 is reserved. This is the Einstein theory. 7, 4, 3 and 4 is creation. 7, 3 and 4 is 14. A and D is 14. But more and behold, 5 and 9 becomes 14. Why? Because A and E, which is the electronic angel resident, who becomes in the E, he's an E, and an E to an I that is born, he is the EI of the 2 worlds, of the EI of time well spent, coming from 1 creation egg, O, in the 60 seconds, or number 60 is owned by 4, F-O-U-R, 6 and 15, that's right off the top, 6 and 15, F and O, F off, right off the bat, in the number 4, where you are, F-O-U-R, you are what? You are 9, because you are 4. You know why? F6, O, 15 equals 21. You 21, now you 42. You 41, now you 42. R 18 equals 60, which makes 66 and 68. 6 and 8 is 14. Back to where we started again. G and D, God. If you want to see God, look. This is why we can't say God, because of this. It's in my nose. Don't we know it? It's in our nose. It's somewhere where the teardrop is. Something's there. This is the 3rd time today I bumped into the same situation in my nose. Between my eyes, is it more than a thought? Is it physical, or is it just mental? Do I have to go and get it? How do I go? What is the approach? What will I be satisfied once I've entered and find out that I haven't found anything because I haven't began yet? So I'm already down before I'm up. So I have to know what my expectations are to have none. So after I won't be down, I'd rather be down right now. Is that a good way of going through it? I'm not too sure. $21. 1 dice cube. How does this 21 set up? Well, let's get rid of 4 because, I mean, I'm 4 and I'm 4, so there goes 4. Now 7 comes in and says, you got 2 in the center, you don't got 2 in the center. Okay, count 2. I got 1 here and 2 up there, you got 1 here and 2 up there, okay. You got 2 here, well you're missing 3 here. So I got 3 more than you over here, and you have 3 less than me. Well, that's a difference of 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this one's got 3 more than him. So he's plus 3. Well, he's minus 3. Because if he had the plus 3, he'd have the same as him. And then you got the 2 over here. So that's 2. So he doesn't have 2 that he has. So that's 2 there that he has that he doesn't have. He doesn't have 2 and he has 2. So that's minus 2 and that's plus 2. So that minus 2 and this plus 3 don't go to number 1, they go to number 5 because you got to count all the differences. So this one's 5 and that one's 5. So you figured out these 2 are the same, but this one's on a lower level that one's not, and that one's on a higher level that this one's not. Well, you got to change those 2 for those 2 that are not there, but they're halfway in between. Well, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. the 2 that you have there that you didn't have here, that you have here, that you didn't have here, add on another 2 to both sides. Now this one's 7 and this one's 7. Now we can start the game. That's why 10 ends up to be 7. Add 6 to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have the same thing. 7 and 7, 17. This is the queen. But if the 10 has to count for a 15, 1 plus 15 equals 16. 16 and 7. 7, 1 and 6 is 7. You have 7 and 7. You have 2 7s. All I have is a 10. But in blackjack, when you have 2 7s, you got to stop. Well, you don't have to stop, but it's normal to stop if you have a second kind of 7. Your 7 comes with a 0. See the way they tied things down? See the way they tied things up? We have to understand what does this. What does this? What does this curl? What does it go on? Does it go on a curtain? Anyways, I didn't want to get into that part of the puzzle. I don't know why my camera is so close to me. Can I go to this thing over here? Yeah, I don't know why it's so close to me. Oh yeah, that's really close. Yeah, so that's what I had to say, and that's what I did. I did a little bit of the card trick. On this card, this is rare. Nothing on the spade. Why didn't they put anything on the spade? Were they afraid to give away a clue? Everybody talks spade, spade, spade. Oh, I can't believe I ruined one of my cards. My McDonald's coffee cup leaked on me. Oh, and I ruined all the cards. Oh, I don't care about those cards. Oh, but there's an Uno card in there. Oh, my God. It's been a night of disasters, I swear. Well, small disasters, but, oh, my God. Look what happened tonight. Burnt this. Oh, now everything's getting wet. My scissors, burnt. Knife, burnt. Plastic top, burnt. Had a little ham come off my ham. Burnt. But one thing that did come up is this card. The law of attractions. It's a message of a future message that's yours to come on, of the consistent energies and preferences in the matter of relationships and activities and changes. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, thank you for your short period of time.